All right, welcome to the Philadelphia Sports Table Podcast Show, the longest running weekly Philly sports podcast show in the world, over 12 and a half years strong. It is Tuesday, December 30th, 2025, our last podcast of 2025. No, folks, not the last podcast ever. We got more for you. I know, Eric, and the Midcomb stand here. So disappointed. I'm Jeff Warren, Eric Leonard here. We've got no agenda, folks. We've got no agenda on this one. You know, I talked to Eric and said, why don't we talk about some things we might have learned, some bizarre, really ridiculous, like things that we learned throughout 2025. So we're going to, I guess, kind of get into some of those things a little bit, but we really don't have an agenda. I don't know, man. Like, I've been thinking about 2025, Eric, like reflecting on it. I reposted the Eagles post-game show this past week that you and I did after the Eagles Super Bowl win. That has to be the greatest moment of 2025 in the world of Philly sports. I mean, it has to be, right?
It's not even close.
Yeah.
I mean,
what else could it be?
Go through all four teams, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's
the
Eagles they won the NFC East and they're going to the playoffs, but wow. Not a fun season. The Phillies let us down again. I think the Sixers drafted Edgecombe might be number 2.
It might actually.
I mean, it's just that's kind of how it's been this year. It's been kind of like but the Flyers, they got Zegras,
getting Trevor Zegras. Yes. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I tried to get his jersey. My God, you couldn't get it for Christmas anywhere. It was impossible.
It was.
Couldn't even get Forrester, Couturier. I'm all in, dude. And like they actually have some good goalkeeping.
Yeah,
which is shocking, and it's a tandem situation, which is like, when's the last time that happened in Philadelphia?
Yeah,
I think the Flyers are a huge, like, going into 2026. You know, if the Eagles bomb out in the playoffs, and the Sixers keep playing 500 ball like they are right now. I mean, I'm watching over here. It's tie game, 43 seconds. But yeah, I think the Flyers might be like one of the top story going into next season.
Yeah,
or next year. Yeah.
I mean, I've also been thinking too, you know, it could be worse than being a Philadelphia sports fan. You know, you look at teams like maybe down in, you know, Tennessee, you know, like you've got the Grizzlies who aren't all that great of a team.
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans, really not all that great of a team. Like there are certain markets out there where you're like, you know what, just it would be terrible if I was in that fan base, you know?
Yeah.
And I think we're pretty lucky here in the world of Philly sports here. And end of 2025 as we're heading into 2026.
Yeah, we kind of touched upon it a couple of weeks ago where we talked about some other fan bases where you're just like, oh my God, this is brutal. Like, like Vegas is one. New Orleans just, I mean, they have a decent quarterback possibly, but like their football team stinks. Their basketball team might leave. I mean, that is not a great situation down there. There's a lot of city, like Miami's not very good at sports.
Yeah.
It could be far, far worse. So
it absolutely could.
I'm grateful to be a Philadelphia fan in 2020.
Oh,
let's do New Year's resolutions.
Oh,
how many podcasts are doing that shit?
I know. I hate resolutions. I do things called intentions. All right. I know that's what I do. Intentions.
Someone's going to therapy.
Mm-hmm. Somebody knows what intentions are about, folks.
we talk about our therapy before every show, pretty much. Not this one, but
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if there's anything else you want to get into with Philly sports, you know, before we just get into some random stuff here. Again, we have no agenda, folks, on this particular podcast, but I genuinely like where every Philly sports team is at right now. I do. Heading into 2020, I like where they're at right now. Like, there's no like one real dominant team, but there is so much promise, and each team has some level of intrigue to it that's going to keep us coming back in 2026. Each team.
Yeah, I mean, the Sixers can be awesome in like 4 or 5 game stretches.
They can be awesome in the first and second quarter, by the way, and even the fourth every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk 2025 things I learned?
Yeah,
I have it right here. I pulled it tonight.
Let's get into it.
I'm in a Sixers thread with some buddies, and we just marvel at every third quarter. The first two quarters happen, it's usually tied or they're up like 5 or 6 points. Halftime happens, and around halftime is when me and my buddies start texting, okay, how shitty are they going to look this third quarter? Because they are by far, I have it in front of me, they're negative 5.6 in the third quarter point differential on average per game. So if you add it up tonight, if you add it up, they're at minus 172 points.
Oh my God.
Total point differential with every team. And they've only played 30 games, I think. Yeah, right. So that is dreadful. And the teams that are above them, Indiana, New Orleans, Utah, Charlotte, the kind of teams you would think.
Yeah.
But that's something I learned in 2025 is that Nick Nurse must take like a sleeping pill at halftime because he's done in the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, they pick it back up. Same thing happened tonight. They're tied right now. But I think they lost the third quarter by 7 points. It's every fucking game.
And this isn't just this season. This has been happening for the past couple years. Like years this has happened. What the fuck is going on here? I'm serious. This is the most bizarre thing. Look, they're putting a lot of the bench pieces in during the third quarter. We all know that. We understand that. Like that's what happens in professional basketball. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Majority of third quarter are bench players. But to the extent at which they suck so bad during that particular point in time in the game is so bizarre that I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, it's like if it's happening and you see the pattern, like that's when you kind of put in your energy guys.
Yeah.
Like Adam Bona should play most third quarters and just sit Embiid because he brings energy to the court. He blocks shots. He can score down by the rim. He's the kind of guy you want to get your team jump started. But I swear to God, I would love to look at his minutes in the third quarter. Nick Nurse sits that guy and then brings him in the fourth quarter. And it's like, hey, genius. He's like a couple of years ago, he was a genius. Now, I don't know what the hell he is now, but like,
yeah,
what are you doing? Like,
right.
You've got young, experienced guys with a lot of energy, and we're putting that corpse out there at the top of the key, running the offense, and Maxey's, running around. It just doesn't work. Points off turnovers are horrible. Fast break points are horrible because we're landlocked at center and we're kind of landlocked at power or small forward with Paul George. Is it
the players really not executing during this time, or is it really Nick Nurse, or is it just a combination of both? Because the frustrating part is they have been so good putting the ball into the basket in all of the other quarters this season.
I don't remember this with Doc Rivers. Not that Doc was a great coach here in Philly, but like it started to become really obvious when Nick Nurse came into town. And this year, this is the first year I've had like random people that I know are Sixers fans text me, they're awful in the third quarter, huh? I'm like, yeah, like just like people who don't follow the stats or do a sports podcast or even notice like, what the fuck are they doing this quarter? They were up 6, now they're down 10, and they got to claw their way back in the fourth. And Maxey winds up playing 42 minutes, and Edgecombe plays 38 as a rookie, which he shouldn't be doing.
Right,
and that's the problem is you put those miles on the guys in the fourth to come back from the third quarter because you suck so bad. It sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, if there's one thing we're learning here in 2025 heading into 2026, this shit isn't going to change anytime soon. I mean, if there was some magical wand or mechanism to make this change, I'm sure Nick Nurse and Sixers organization would be getting this done. I just don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
No.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Look, as I mentioned to you, we're talking about what we wanted to do with this particular show, the last one of the year. I told you that I came across something, and I'd love to know if other folks who are listening to this podcast have heard of this. I am absolutely enamored by this growing community of people. So wait, actually, let me go back. So for years and years, there have been individuals who are getting ready to pass away, and they are getting all their things taken care of, getting their estate in order. They are getting their grave plots. They're getting their gravestones. And on their gravestones, they actually have recipes like on the back of their gravestones, like family recipes that are special to them, or like kind of family heirloom type of recipes. This is becoming more and more of a phenomenon. This is becoming more and more of a thing. I heard about this and I kind of started diving into it. One, because I don't know if it's because of the bizarre nature of it or because I'm intrigued by it as well. I think it might be a little bit of both. But as a result of people putting family recipes and their own recipes on the back of their gravestones, there's this community of people who are going like cemetery hopping and cemetery exploring. They're also food enthusiasts as well, who are seeking out these recipes on engraved gravestones here. And what they're doing is they're trying to honor that person, trying to preserve that person's family history. They do a little deep dive into them. They get online, see who they are, what they meant to their community, and they create these tangible connections to these individuals through the taste of food and through their memory. And there's like an online community that like gets together. Somebody actually wrote a book about this, believe it or not. It's called To Die For, a cookbook of gravestone recipes. And people are like cemetery hopping, like getting into this, Eric. And I just thought this was one of the most bizarre things that I actually learned in 2025. I don't know if you've heard about this at all.
No, I mean, it almost sounds like the beginning of like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, it kind of does.
From back in the 60s. No, the first time I heard about it was when we all hung out a couple days ago.
Yeah.
You mentioned it to me.
I mentioned it real quick. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a lot of questions. I was just like,
yeah.
And a lot of thoughts. Like first of all, anyone who's an enthusiast about anything, foodies in particular.
Yeah.
It can tend to be weird people.
Eccentric.
Eccentric. Yeah. It's a good term for it. And like how, like, one thought I had was like, well, how do they know who has a recipe on the tombstone?
Yeah.
Like, do they go out and like, do they go out and scout graveyards?
Right.
And look for recipes, or like?
There are some social media hubs out there. Okay. For instance, like groups on Facebook. There is a group called the Graveyard Recipe Club. And they use a lot of hashtags like for TikTok followers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Grave Talk is a hashtag that folks can use to find these. I know, dude, this is so bizarre to me. And through that book that I just mentioned, To Die For, a cookbook of gravestone recipes. It's by a woman named Rosie Grant, by the way, if anybody's interested in looking at that. She has a bunch of different, not only recipes within the cookbook, but where those grave sites are located throughout the United States. So I think there's TikTok and Instagram account called Ghostly Archive, where people can check this out as well. So there's an online community that's really dedicated to this if people want to dive into it.
Do they make the food and like get together with other people?
Sometimes, yeah, or it just might be an individual, or maybe they bring their family into it and say, we're going to, Jane Smith, we're going to cook this cornbread recipe.
Hold on.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Jane Smith.
Yes, rest in peace. All right.
Show your respect. Thank you.
Exactly. Shame on me.
For
shame.
Do some of these recipes on the backs of the tombstone or they're on the front, right? That'd be crazy.
I think they're on the back, mostly on the back.
Yeah, because your name's on the back of it, the recipes in the front would just be sick.
Learn how to make stir fry. You know?
Yeah, like are they like online recipes where they put like where they went on vacation last summer, and then the very bottom is the recipe? Like,
I would love that if that were the case. I don't think that. I think it's just the recipe, and I think it's
probably old school ones, like and deep in the family kind of thing. Like,
yes,
okay,
yeah, and it's a way for the folks who are involved in this community looking this stuff up. Like, they'll dive into a person's history, who they were to their community, or what they did with their life, where they worked. If they had any sort of influence within their city that they lived in, or their community. And it's about really kind of just bringing that all together, learning about somebody's history, and it's for history buffs too. And I'm somebody who loves history. I'm not diving into this stuff really too, and I love food too, obviously. But I'm not really going to dive into this. I just thought it was so bizarre.
It is bizarre, and I don't know about you. I've been to grave sites, graveyards,
yes,
to go see family and stuff. Dead, obviously, not to go hang out. I come from a goth family, Jeff. We just hang out.
Bring a cauldron with you.
We just listen to Typo Negative. And,
yes,
yeah,
great albums there.
yeah. But I'm always weird about trying to go my Nana and Pop are buried in Reading. They're right next to one another, and it's huge, and there's kind of a guide in the front, try to figure out where they are.
Yeah,
and I just feel weird walking to it because it's not in the middle.
Yeah,
that I'm walking on other people.
I know,
that weirds me out. And then to go in there and be like, oh, where's Jane Smith? I need her chicken soup recipe.
Yeah, exactly.
Just walking over. Walking over grave sites, that's the part is the most that's weird.
Yeah,
that part is weird to me.
Well, some of the cemetery curators actually know where these recipes are within, and they can actually help somebody get to it. Like these cemetery explorers and these cemetery hoppers, these curators can actually tell them where to go in the cemetery to get the recipe on the gravestone. It's just.
I'll tell you what,
that's really intriguing.
Burying people's fucking expensive.
Yes.
So, how much extra you got to pay for the recipe on the back of the tombstone? It's got to be an extra $1,000.
It's got to be
for the engraver.
Seriously, it has to be. Yes.
Can I just say one thing I'm grateful for in 2025 is my parents came to me early this year and said, "Hey, we got you a present." I'm like, "Oh, okay, go ahead." And they're like, "We bought our own grave sites."
Yes.
Last week, they bought them at Indietown Gap because my dad was in the military.
Yeah,
and they bought their own things, and so when they go, my brother and I just have to get the urn and stick it in the thing.
There you go.
It's still going to cost money to burn them, or whatever they do. But but that was one of my best gift I got this year.
It's a great gift.
That they paid for that already.
Dude, it's isn't it $15,000-$20,000 to have a memorial service, bury somebody?
Yeah.
It's really expensive. You can go into debt just burying your loved ones.
I didn't hold on. I think VJ just hit a game-winning 3.
Did he really?
I think so.
Did he?
That's why we stand, Jeff.
There's 1 second left in overtime.
Or 0.1. I can't. Yeah, that's what happens, guys, on the show.
Oh my gosh! Yes, yes, boy. We just went from graveyards to VJ hitting a 3.
Yeah, but no, that was an awesome gift. I was just got to toss you in a drawer or something, and then I'm done. Yeah, so
leave us a comment if you're watching on YouTube about this. I want to hear from folks. I mean, have you ever heard of this cemetery hopping, recipes on the back of gravestones, and this entire online community? I'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're not watching on YouTube and you want to get in touch with us, shoot us off an email, philadelphiasportstable@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. I mean, what are some things you learned here 2025? Anything like this?
I mean, that one's kind of macabre.
Yeah,
we're going to cover a couple categories here, the macabre, but historical kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's kind of become very big in this country. Is that there's a lot of bars turning into dark death kind of stuff, but not horror film, but the Coffin Bar in Lancaster. We went there.
Yes.
Yeah, and I kind of
great.
Yeah, it was cool. But I have one here that's more scientific, and this one jumped out to me. I read about this earlier the year, kind of forgot about it. Then we talked about doing the show, and I was like, let me go find that one. And it's something you're going to start watching people closer when you're talking.
Okay.
Because it stuck for some reason. This study that was done earlier this year at Concordia University, it really stuck with me. and they had 50 adults, and they tested how much blinking people do when they're trying to listen to somebody, really listen and understand. And they found that that blinking is based more on cognitive. I have it in front of me because I don't want to get wrong. Cognitive demands rather than how light changes or our need to blink, like our eyes get dry or something like that. We have to do that.
Yeah.
But people who are truly, really trying to listen to somebody, understand, they blink far less. And in the rooms, like, they had bright light here. They had other rooms where there was pitch black, and they found that people blinked at the same rate pretty much, regardless of light, regardless of if someone had drier eyes than someone else.
Okay.
And it basically, I never thought about this, but if someone is really listening to you, you're talking and they're kind of like this, watching you, you know, they don't blink as much if they're really listening and trying to understand what you're saying, even especially if there's sound, if there's dissonant sounds or crowd sounds or something, they'll be more prone to keep their eyes open. But it jumped out to me that it has nothing to do with light. I mean, of course, if you have a light right here, you're gonna blink, right?
Right.
But natural light in a room, or no light at all, or even if your eyes are kind of itchy, your body's still more prone if you have cognitive. There's some people in this country that don't have that going on,
right?
Really trying to understand, the people won't blink as much. So if you're talking to somebody and you're trying to really get into something and they're like this, then either they're stupid or not listening.
Right. Eric was blinking a lot there for you listening to the audio. I should just start blinking my ass off when you're talking. The show just be oh, really? Really?
Oh, Jeff, that's interesting. Keep going.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Yeah, more Sixers. Yeah.
I know. Well, it's like when you go on about the Eagles. I'm just oh my God.
Right. And glazing over.
We're 48 minutes into the post-game show. Oh my God.
Yes.
And I'm going over third quarter stats for 10 minutes.
It's interesting you mentioned this, because in the field of communications that I've worked in and for so many years, it's kind of an unspoken part of just communications in general. I think when you're because I've actually read a bunch of articles on, not necessarily on blinking, but making sure that you are connecting with somebody who's telling a story to you in any way, whatever the story is, whether it's something work related, whether it's something that, a family member's talking to you about, just the insistence on looking somebody in the eye. Actually, but you can get too creepy with it. You can oh my gosh, really? Boy, that's great news. That's my eyes are bugging out here.
I think if they bug out, it's a totally different.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's a really interesting study that you just mentioned there, because there's something to it. And I think things have changed a little bit too since COVID, since so many of us just don't get together with folks as much anymore. We don't get together with people as much. We don't really have one-to-one conversations, or even group at times conversations with people as much as we used to. We just don't, we're just more of an online world anymore. And I think because of that, it's easy for people to get uncomfortable. And if you're seeing somebody blinking their ass off, they're just it's a really interesting phenomenon that you just mentioned.
Well, I watch a lot of murder mystery things.
Yeah.
And whenever there's an interrogation,
usually the true crime stuff, you mean?
Yeah, if the guy's not a complete narcissistic sociopath,
right,
who can just do this the whole time,
if
they're guilty and they're normal people, they'll tend to be like that kind of thing. But I think it was interesting to me, because I was I know, one of our best friends, Dave, I'd say he's an introvert. A little bit.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, buddy.
I'm kind of in the middle. You're way up here. Dave's way down here. I think Jay, Len, and I are in the middle, somewhere in there. But even an introvert has a hard time looking at somebody all the time. I think if you did a further study, you notice like if they were looking down a bunch because they have a hard time with eye contact,
they're
not blinking, but they're not looking at you because they're trying to listen. They're trying, like that study kind of proves that even an introvert is totally listening to you and trying to understand what you're saying. And they're probably not blinking as much if you're talking about something interesting and not like the third quarter, sixth or stance.
Yeah. Interesting. I like this. This is a great topic. It's a great topic. Leave us a comment watching on Facebook, or if you're watching, let us know what you think about this too. We'd love to get some more comments on our on our YouTube channel here. We got us old people on the Facebook.
I'm off the Facebook.
You are.
I got rid of it this year. Yeah.
Gosh, if I didn't have my job, I'd be off of it in a second. I really would.
Well, it was like one too many. The boss of Facebook, Zuckerberg, was like stealing your data and shit. And I'm like, I'm out. I can't. This is ridiculous.
Like, stealing our data, stealing who we are, and just making what hundreds of millions of dollars in bunkers throughout the world. Bunkers. Okay. Zuck, why do you think you need a bunker? Like, what do you think's going to happen here?
Because people want to kill him.
Yeah.
Not me, not Jeff. I'm just saying there's people out there that probably, That's why all these idiots are trying to get to Mars. They know it's coming.
I mean, spending money on great stuff like bunkers when they have so much to help the world if you wanted to, but no, hundreds of millions of dollars in a bunker.
They studied the French Revolution at some point and know the guillotine thing is maybe one day let's build a bunker, let's go to fucking Mars.
There you go.
Let's go to SpaceX, whatever that fucking idiot wants to do.
Exactly.
That's what
the 99% of us probably going to get really upset with the 1% at some point, like really upset.
Finally, we're getting to the leftist socialist thing that I want this podcast to be.
Oh, that's for the folks who are monitoring me, by the way, because of the camera. That's for you. That's for you folks who are monitoring this.
Comrade Warren.
Yes,
that's right.
I know you're out there, folks. You're monitoring what I'm doing, what I'm saying.
Point your anger at me, you morons. I'll take it. I don't care.
Oh my gosh. Well, we learned something else, didn't we? A couple days ago when we got together.
Well, I have some other ones.
You have some other ones. I'm sorry. Yes, we're gonna close
because I think that's the closer. That one is incredible.
It's one of the greatest things I've ever learned in my life.
Do we have to make this explicit? I did already swear.
Oh yeah, I've sworn too. Yeah, of course.
Oh, I sworn.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Jeff's voice. Jeff's almost 49, right?
Correct. 40.
Yeah, I don't know how old you are.
48 and a half.
Sure, whatever you say. Jeff doesn't have a birthday, by the way.
I know.
We don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So, and his voice still cracks sometimes, like my son who's 13. Yeah. It's very funny.
Yeah. Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.
Ghostbusters line.
There's only Zool.
Yeah, there is no Dana. There is only Zool. Oh, Zoolie, you nut you.
Is that the funniest movie of all time? I know it's not, but
it's up there. It's a top 10 for sure. It is.
I know people would say, I mean, what would people say like right now, this, the 30th December 2020, like all time. And don't give me those goddamn like black and white, the Marx Brothers and shit. Like that's ridiculous. Like I still think One About Bob and Ghostbusters are in the top 10 ever.
Yes. And of course, we love Caddyshack. I mean, Caddyshack.
Oh yeah.
That Caddyshack's a top 5.
Yeah,
it has to be.
Yeah, and Slapshot is up there. But I think I think What About Bob might be the funniest movie ever, and then Ghostbusters is like number 2. Like it still is. It's still goddamn hilarious.
It really is. Rick Moranis gets those red eyes, looks at the horse. You will all perish in flames.
That's right. This man has no dick.
Yes.
Oh, anyway, we should do Ghostbusters sometime.
We actually should. I like spores, molds, and fungus.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please. What is the magic word?
Please.
Yes.
No one has ever stacked books this high.
This high. Ray, he's looking at me. Actually, before that, he goes, "Come in, Ray."
Oh my God. All right, let's stop boring everybody.
Yeah, I know, exactly. They haven't tuned out already.
And then part 2 came out. It's fucking horrible.
Horrendous.
I know. There's slime under the ground.
Yes.
And they play Jackie Wilson and everyone's happy. That's the end of the movie.
Yeah,
terrible.
Exactly.
Okay, here's one. This is
What'd you learn?
These are some random ones.
Right.
I learned that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance.
What?
I saw that on Twitter, like in the summer, and it just stuck with me. I'm like, is that real? And I looked it up. I was like, yeah, it's exactly. But is that the term for flamboyance? Because they like, I don't know, like, is that like, was that term exist first and applied to the flamingos, or was it like the chicken and the egg thing? I don't know.
Good question.
I wasn't interested enough to keep going. That was as far as I went.
Just enough. Just enough to keep you wondering.
Enough to bore my friends and family. Yes. And then I moved on. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. All right.
Here's a good one.
Ooh.
This one I saw everywhere all year. 2025 is mathematically is a really weird number. And I thought I'd see more. This is the problem with conspiracy theorists. It's gone completely deranged and fucking and batshit, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got QAnon. It used to be just like, Bigfoot, Yeti, JFK, Loch Ness Monster, aliens. Those are like the big five, right? Like when we in college, I hung out with a lot of pothead dudes smoking out of 5-foot bongs with multiple things, and it eventually within 2 hours it'd be like, oh, aliens, dude, like that. But that was okay. I can understand. I don't think JFK. I think JFK was coming. Like, okay, I can dig that. But now it's out of fucking control.
Yes.
But I thought more people would take this and mathematically turn it into shit, but I didn't see it anywhere. Okay. So 2025 is a perfect square. 45 squared.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The last time this happened was 1936, I think it was. And the next one is 2116, I think.
Okay.
So it's like every however many years. Okay. So it is also a sum of cubes. So if you take 1 cube plus 2 cubed plus 3 cubed, you add them up to 9 cubed, it equals 2025.
I had trouble in geometry.
So 1 cubed is 3.
Yes.
Yes. 2 cubed is
4.
No, that's 2. That's 2 squared.
2 squared.
2 cubed.
8.
Yes, there you go. Okay. So if you keep adding them up, it goes up to 2025. So
okay. Oh my god.
How about that? And then if you take 20 plus 25, it's 45 squared. Even that is like unique to the year.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. How about that? So anyway,
folks, let us know what you think in the comments with the nerd here. He's a nerd.
And come up with the craziest fucking conspiracy theory. Give me some like Room 237 Shining stuff here. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like those ever see that documentary? Those psychopaths?
No, I actually haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so good. It's like 2.5 hours. These losers have dedicated their entire lives to the movie The Shining. And they think like the moon landing is fake because of this movie. They think the whole movie's about Indian burial grounds. Like it's amazing. Again, conspiracy theories gone too far.
Yes.
Here's a totally minor one. I read this earlier this year. There's only one upside down traffic light in the United States of America, and it's in Syracuse, New York. And it's in a very strong traditional Irish neighborhood. I forget what it's called, the neighborhood, but it's flipped upside down because they wanted the green above the red, meaning Ireland over Great Britain. Oh,
really? Okay.
And it's been that way since like the 20s or 30s. It's been there forever. It's still there.
Wow.
You can actually put an upside down spotlight,
right,
or stoplight. It's New York's Tipperary Hill in Syracuse.
Okay.
And it's the only one in America. It's still there.
I think that's all right, because this is the government nerd in me right now. There are federal laws, believe it or not, with regard to roadways and traffic, highways, and just how signage needs to be. Traffic lights fall within the federal government's Department of Transportation like purview, and you can't just do this stuff willy-nilly if you want to. They probably had to get some special exemption from the federal government to actually do this.
Or they were afraid of Irish hooligans.
Or, yes.
Jacked up on Guinness.
Exactly.
Coming to our neighborhood, try to flip it over, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Take a look at this baseball bat.
Dude, I've been to New York City for St. Pat's twice, the parade and everything. The first few hours, amazing. I stood on the steps of the St. Patrick Cathedral the one year. It was right after 9/11. It was really emotional, and the first couple hours are so celebratory and fun, and like the cops were crying, firefighters were crying. By 6 o'clock in the evening, it's the scariest event I've ever been to in my life.
Just completely transformed.
People are so fucking blitzed and packed into these Irish pubs.
Yeah.
And it's like the 10th hour of the Pogues. And you're just like, I can't do this anymore. And that guy just got punched. That cop just punched a guy.
Jesus.
But I'm just pointing that out because like maybe that's why they didn't change the stoplight.
Maybe that's why they didn't change the stoplight. I like that. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to check that out in Syracuse.
Now, if you want to kick off our final,
let's do the final bit of 2025 here. Let's do it. It's a little something we both learned about.
Yeah.
Just this past week when we got together. I am absolutely enthralled by this.
Okay. Our buddy Dave,
yes,
who brought it to our attention, came out
smart
of nowhere.
guy. Yeah, smart guy, likes history, likes diving into history.
Yes,
he likes
very smart guy.
Yeah,
and I can guarantee you, I was staring at him, not blinking when he was talking about this. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
because I know the writer involved. I never read any of his books. I'm not that fucking smart.
Like we know this writer. A lot of people know
Everybody
this
does.
writer because this is a writer, folks, who is very popular.
If you're a non-blinker, you know who this guy is.
Yeah.
And did not know what a dirty, dirty bird he really is. But this is funny. This is really funny. I when Dave told me this thing, or told us this thing, and I was just like, oh my God, holy crap. I thought about immediately, like on Twitter, since Trump won and everything. I'm not making this political, but like since Trump won, you got these right-wing lunatics who are like, this is what they stole from you. And they'll show you this straight white family picket fence kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you're just like, things weren't perfect then, especially if you're black or a woman.
Right.
Hispanic, Japanese, whatever. But they also think like married couples were, they had missionaries and had some children, and that was their, dad went off to work, and like
they had relations every now and then, and it was a happy household. Lunch pail to work and all that.
Sexual depravity and weirdo-ness, and just, now I'm not saying this is weird. I'm just, people might be into it, but I was just like, it's been in existence forever. Caligula.
Yes.
Like you read like Greek mythology, it's fucking crazy. And this story is just it's him and what he looks like.
Yes,
it's amazing.
Why don't you give us the author right now? Give us the individual's name.
Another fellow Irishman, James, Irish, right? James Joyce.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
James Joyce.
Yes.
A lot of us have heard of James Joyce out there. Like you said, I've never read really any of his stuff, but like I just kind of know James Joyce is. He's a popular writer.
Oh, I thought you were gonna keep going.
No.
Oh, okay.
I can't because I'm anticipating what you're gonna be reading.
I got a huge piece. Okay, anyway. He fell in love with this woman named Nora Barnacle.
Yes, Nora Barnacle.
And an odd-looking woman, not gonna lie. He was an odd-looking guy.
Yeah. I've seen photos of her. I mean,
I think it goes along with the whole thing.
It might go along with the theme here that we're going to be getting to.
He's got I'm looking at his letter to her. He wrote really long letters. I'm just going to say they're tawdry.
Oh,
they are. What's another word? insatiable. Is that a
Ooh, that's another good word.
Horny as fuck, as the kids
Very
would say.
horny.
Yes. But not horny as you would think.
Right. Because there's an angle to this here.
Yeah, I mean, he was in love with this woman and in love with every piece of her, especially her rear end. And he wrote a letter to her in December 8th, 1909. And the first line is, "My sweet little whorish Nora. I did as you told me, you dirty little girl, and I pulled myself off twice when I read your letter. I am delighted to see that you do like being effed arseways."
Jesus.
And it just goes, my PP was stuck in there for hours in your upturned rump. I felt your fat, sweaty buttocks under my belly. And it just goes on and on.
Yes.
And I think I would know Nora's fart anywhere. Yes. Yes. It is wonderful to fuck a farting woman when every fuck tries. So this guy was obsessed with Nora Barnacle, and especially her hiney and her hiney hole when it farted. That was the gist of this.
He loved her flatulence.
Yep.
I mean, it was a turn on. I mean, this got him extremely excited.
Extremely aroused. And he even I'm not making this up. He liked eating them basically.
Yeah.
Like she would do it and he would just have his mouth open and be like,
I mean,
feed me my Thanksgiving dinner. Nora.
Couldn't get enough.
I mean, obviously I'm sure Shakespeare was into some crazy shit. He was an artist, right?
A lot of artists are very eccentric.
Yeah, but I don't think he jotted it down on a letter to Mrs. Shakespeare or whatever. I don't know.
These are love letters from Mr. Joyce.
He said, I want to lick this. I want to lick something like a ravenous dog, because with a mass of slime. And this is how he closed the letter. This is just one letter, by the way.
There's just one. He did numerous.
Yeah.
Numerous.
Good night, my little farting Nora, my dirty little fuckbird. He liked the term fuckbird. He used it a bunch of times in this letter.
Did.
Yeah. Oh. And he would typically start off, it was at least within the letters, he used it like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. So
he just loved farts. He loved Nora's farts. Couldn't get enough.
What did she do to prepare for when they went on a date?
I know, just eating a lot of beans and
very specific dinner.
Exactly. Boy, she might have, I mean, she could have been lactose intolerant.
Some Lactaid.
You know? Exactly.
Yeah.
No, don't take the Lactaid. He doesn't want that at all.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Don't want that at all. You know, have some cheese, some dairy.
Okay.
And make sure make sure you're getting it really rumbling down there, you know, get it going.
Is that what? Yeah. That was the last thing we learned this year, Jeff. There you go.
God. Wow, what a show. What a show to close 2025.
Yeah, the next time you guys read Ulysses or Finnegan's Wake,
yes,
just think of the author was a massive fart lover.
So much so that he was very much turned on and aroused by it.
Imagine his desk setup when he was writing his novels.
Oh, could you imagine it just like ceramic butt cheeks up in the air?
Nora, I'm having a writer's block. Can you come fart in my face?
Exactly. Can you spray me with that sulfur?
Bingo, thanks.
Yes. Oh my God.
That sounded like a typewriter, right? 1920s?
Yeah, there was a Oh my God. Great way to end 2025 here at the PST Podcast Show, folks. Yes. We learned a lot.
Yes.
And we'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment if you're watching on YouTube about anything you learned. You can comment on what we learned as well. Love to hear if you're if you're into the farts, I can't even say it. I can't even do it. All right, buddy.
I got to make sure tell my kids not to watch this one.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we are going to head out, but if you are watching on YouTube, like and subscribe to the Philadelphia Sports Table Podcast Show and share our podcast with your friends and family members who may enjoy our content here. Buddy, you got anything else?
Maybe not this one.
Maybe not this one. I love this. This show's going to be a good one to go back and listen to.
Oh, it's fun. I mean,
Yes.
I said the word. I think I said fuckbird 3 times. Amazing.
Jesus.
It's fun. I mean, I usually swear during the show, but when we're all together, we swear like sailors.
We do.
And we go beyond F and C and S and P. But like, that's probably the first time on the show was like we really let it fly. That was fun.
I did appreciate you using certain verbiage because like YouTube hears that stuff and they're like, oh, fuck that shit. We're pulling these guys
I kind of knew what words not to.
Yes, I appreciated that one.
P and something else.
All right, buddy. Any final thoughts here before we head out and before we head to 2026?
Can't wait for 2026.
All right, everybody. All right, folks. Take care. We'll catch you next time.